welcome back to 2K14 Universe. I am your host Titch, and you're watching Friday Night SmackDown. We'll kick things off with an Intercontinental Championship Open Challenge. Game feels a little quiet.
Making his way to the ring from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, weighing 234 pounds. He is the Intercontinental Champion, Bret the Hitman Hart.
Well, Bret Hart officially making his SmackDown debut here tonight, as he has been brought over here as part of the draft with the Intercontinental Championship in tow, intact. Sorry. He is set to defend that championship tonight, his own choosing. He said that he wants to be a fighting champion, that he will gladly defend that championship if and when the challenge arises. And that'll be no different here tonight for the Hitman, as he wants to kick things off with a bang in his new brand, and that will be with an open challenge defense. Now, of course, it could be quite a setback if he loses here tonight, so this could be a mistake on Bret Hart's part, but we will find that out in due time. I'd like to be proven wrong. Who will answer the challenge of the Hitman? Wow. Well, there's a man who came into this business with a motivation. He's literally wearing a picture of the Intercontinental Championship on his own tights. Ravishing Rick Rude. I don't know who that is on the back of his tights, I'm going to be honest. Never seen that guy before in my life. But Ravishing Rick Rude accepting the open challenge from the Hitman Bret Hart. And yeah, I mean, he's literally got the Intercontinental Championship on his tights. Will he be leaving with it around his waist? That's the question. And that is how we are kicking off this week's Friday Night SmackDown. The Intercontinental Championship being defended. We've got a huge main event coming your way here tonight, as you will have already seen from the thumbnail. John Cena and The Undertaker. A rematch from WrestleMania 2. These two find themselves back on the same brand here tonight, and they are set to go one-on-one as we look to find out who will be the next challenger for the World Heavyweight Champion Triple A. Okay. So here we go. Bret Hart, Rick Rude kicking off tonight. SmackDown. A lot of pink here tonight. Kicking this off. And SmackDown's next pay-per-view comes your way in, I believe, 7 weeks. That is over the limit. Will be the next SmackDown pay-per-view. Originally that was a Raw pay-per-view, but this year it'll be a SmackDown pay-per-view. I think we might get a few events to change like that this year. Nice suplex there by Hart, and a strike to the back of Rick Rude, as Hart very quickly takes control of this matchup. Knee to the gut. You know, the Intercontinental Champion, he is going to give it everything he's got. Bret Hart has actually said, should he retain here tonight, he'd like to extend an invitation to the former Intercontinental Champion, Justin Gabriel, to come here to SmackDown for one night only and try to reclaim the Intercontinental Championship. He'll gladly give it back to Monday Night Raw should he lose the championship to Justin Gabriel, but he wants to be a fighting champion. So I believe in a couple weeks' time that is an open challenge. Obviously, if Bret is still the champion, he's got to get through Rick Rude here tonight. That could end up being a easier said than done situation. Looking forward to seeing what else we have to bring your way here tonight. I believe we've got some tag team action coming your way momentarily. I don't like that launch too much in the rest of the show though, so we'll give it time and we'll see what happens. Nice move there by Rick Rude. Oh, a great reversal there by Bret Hart. And I gotta say, Rick Rude so far not exactly making the strongest impression for me, starting off his WWE career here tonight. This is his first match here in this universe. I sincerely hope he's not going to wear the Intercontinental Championship and Ultimate Warrior. I've been informed that is on the back of his tights. I'm hoping he's not going to wear those every day. I don't really think that would make a lot of sense, but somehow I think he doesn't have much of a choice. Perhaps he's just really fixated on becoming Intercontinental Champion. As for the back of his tights, not a clue.
Oh man, that knee looked painful, and he does it one more time. Nice catch.
Great move there by the Hitman. Bret Hart celebrating. Perhaps a little too soon, if you ask me. You haven't beaten Rick Rude yet. With that neck breaker, Bret Hart goes in for the cover. And that is not the Intercontinental Championship retained just yet. But Bret catching Rick Rude into one devastating pile driver. And you've got to think this is a man riding off a lot of momentum right now. That big WrestleMania win. He won that ladder match. The shortest match at WrestleMania, by the way. That was the shortest match from the show. 3 minutes long. The Intercontinental Championship bout. Very short-lived matchup. Rude with the big suplex there as he takes down the Intercontinental Champion, the Hitman Bret Hart. Oh, and it looks like, oh, okay, maybe not. I thought he was going to give him a spine buster of his own, but tweaking the spine over the shoulder of Rick Rude there. And the challenger now turning over Bret Hart. And imagine if Hart were to lose here tonight, that would be heartbreaking. After his big WrestleMania win, the only thing that's kind of got me thinking maybe he may not win here tonight is he didn't exactly prove himself at WrestleMania when he climbed that ladder. I hate to say that, but there is a lot to be said about a ladder match victory. It doesn't necessarily mean that you could have defeated any one of those 5 guys. It means you were the quickest and the smartest. And Bret kicking out of that devastating pile driver at 1. That's very impressive. I noticed that the challenger seems to be kind of heating up now. Big drop there by Bret Hart. Big drop across the chest. Now Bret going up to the top. We're going to see that elbow drop. Knee drop. Okay. All day. Now Bret Hart with the abdominal stretch here. Just tearing, ravishing Rick Rude's perfect pecs from limb to limb. I'll tell you, that is a man who is in fantastic shape. Ravishing Rick Rude. I think he's been pretty impressive so far in his debut night. Managed to go toe-to-toe with Bret for quite a while here. I kind of hope Bret doesn't lose here. I want to see more of these Intercontinental Championship Open Challenge, especially when we've got some new names set to debut any given night. Nice hip toss there. Rick Rude with another knee drop. Oh, kick to the thigh there. Bret. Oh, once again, Bret just getting outwitted by ravishing Rick Rude right now. Bret slowly pulling Rick Rude to the center of the ring, and it looks like he is calling to put this one to rest. Bret Hart with the sharpshooter locked in. The Intercontinental Champion in complete control, and Rick Rude has no choice but to tap out. So he may have proudly won the Intercontinental Championship, painted on his tights throughout this match, but he is not walking out the Intercontinental Champion.
Here is your winner, and still the Intercontinental Champion, Bret the Hitman.
This match clearly took quite a bit out of Bret there as he collapsed in the ring following that victory. I mean, obviously that was quite a rough little pile driver he took onto the mat. But the Intercontinental Championship remains around the waist of Bret Hart in tonight's Intercontinental Championship defense. And I look forward to seeing if Justin Gabriel will accept that challenge in the next couple of weeks here on SmackDown as this night continues. Just waiting for him to be introduced. In case anyone's curious.
to the ring. From San
Oh,
Diego,
I like this nameplate. I've never seen that before.
175 pounds, Mysterio.
Well, Rey Mysterio here tonight is set to compete in tag team action. Obviously, I think originally this man would have very much loved to have been teaming up with a man he considered a brother. I'm talking about Eddie Guerrero. But obviously, we know how Eddie feels about Rey Mysterio right now. He has very much turned his back on Rey, calling him selfish. And it was all because Rey Mysterio went over to Raw on the road to WrestleMania and teamed up with the man that will be his partner here tonight, making his SmackDown return. And of course, talking about, you know, when I said return, that's kind of supposed to be a cue for it to load in, but that's right, Cara is back here on SmackDown, and he is looking to be Mysterio's tag team partner going forward.
Tag team partner from Mexico City, Mexico, weighing 196
I love these SmackDown nameplates. They're such a cool little feature. Oh, I like Sin Cara and Rey Mysterio's synchronicity in what they're wearing here tonight. That's a nice little touch. Perhaps this could be a future World Tag Team Championship pairing. Who could say? Who could say? Well, they're up against a pretty stiff set of competition here tonight. That much is for certain. The longest reigning, most successful tag team in the entire WWE's history.
at a total combined weight of 468 pounds.
Edge, what are you wearing?
Edge and Christian.
Why are you wearing that, Edge? That's wrong. That's incorrect. I'm gonna have to fix that. I will fix that in just a moment. Because that's not what he's supposed to be wearing. Sorry, I did the next match thing instead of the exit match, and I forgot some people you have to fix their attires up a bit. Okay, we're back. Sorry about that. There you go. There's Edge's correct attire that was supposed to match Christian. Man, I really like how that one turned out, actually, looking at it. I wasn't sure if I was going to like it or not, because I saw Christian come out in white and yellow, and I was like, I don't remember making a white and yellow one for Edge, and I am nervous. No, that actually looks alright. I'm happy with that. I believe Christian just tagged himself in. There's been rumors that there's been a little bit of tension between Edge and Christian since losing the WWE Tag Team Championships to 3MB at WrestleMania. There's a little bit of a lack of chemistry going on right there. I mean, Edge just pulled down the ropes. Christian didn't even allow Mysterio to collide into the ropes. Interesting way to start things off here already, noticing a little bit of an issue between these two. However, they say that everything's fine, and they say that they are very intent on becoming the next World Tag Team Champions. Edge says he is no stranger to Chris Jericho, and that he'll gladly reacquaint Jericho with his boot after walking out on Edge following the first WrestleMania. And he very much wants to get a hand on those World Tag Team Championships so they can run it back and do what they did over the last year as the WWE Tag Team Champions. So we'll see if Edge and Christian can continue to be the greatest tag team in the WWE, because whether you want to admit that or not, frankly, they are. They have proven that at this point. There is no denying the history that these two have created as a tag team. I believe, now that I have actually up to date, I can tell you their record off of the wiki. That's right. By the way, if you go down to the description below and check out the wiki, it has been fully updated. By the time you're seeing this, hopefully it will have the last week of, hopefully it will have the last week of, the first week, sorry, of 2K14 universe on there. As it currently stands, though, it has all of Season 3, and these guys haven't competed yet this season, so this is the first match. Yeah, they're currently 15-4 overall. These guys, Edge and Christian, have only ever lost 4 matches in their career, and 2 of those were, of course, their championship losses. First being to the Road Warriors, which they very quickly bounced back from, and the second one being to 3MB at WrestleMania. Which obviously is still a very fresh wound for them. But overall, 4 losses as a tag team. That's all that these guys have experienced in the last year of teaming. And 15 different victories. a very successful reign as WWE Tag Team Champions. In fact, let me quickly tell you another interesting statistic that I can now drop on you, because I really enjoy being able to give them. Edge and Christian have had a combined total of 287 days as WWE Tag Team Champions. There was just 79, I believe that would be, or 72 apparently. That doesn't math right. That's only 300. Oh right, because the WrestleMania the year before was on the 3rd of April. That's where the other 2 days are. Is that right? I might have made a mistake at some point. No, 77. That's right. That is right, yeah. Road Warriors were champions for 77 days in between Edge and Christian's 2 WWE Tag Team Championship reigns. Their first spanning from WrestleMania to Hell in a Cell, at a whopping 182 days with 7 defenses, and their second reign, winning it back from the Road Warriors 2 months later at TLC, spanned from TLC to WrestleMania 3 with 105 days and 2 successful defenses. Now they have very much got their sights set on the World Tag Team Championship, and I wonder if they'll be able to take those championships away from Chris Jericho and the Big Show. Jericho are a very new combination in the WWE, and now that they've accomplished what Jericho set out, that revenge on The Miz, I do wonder how good Jericho's intentions are for the Big Show, because I always feel like he was pursuing the Big Show strictly so he had a big man in his corner to try and bring down The Miz. And by the way, I didn't mean for everybody in this match to wear white. I should probably mention that. That was chosen by the game. I have the attire set to random, which is why Edge came out with the wrong colors initially. I'll have to set him to random as well. I just don't really want him using his other attires if I can help it. But I think anytime Christian's wearing a certain attire, it should match him with it, is my understanding of how that generally works. So it's pretty good. Kick to the chest there by Mysterio, and only a 2 count. I do wonder if this is going to be the resurgence for Mysterio that he's been hoping for. That doesn't leave me with a whole lot of optimism, the way that went. Edge catching Mysterio, and Mysterio, rolling Edge up. Is he going to be able to pin the former tag team champion here? Oh, Christian though, knocking Edge into a roll up, and okay, nice reversal there by Rey Mysterio. For a minute, I thought this one was over. Christian could get them disqualified if he doesn't get out of that ring. That's not going to help them get a World Tag Team Championship opportunity. The thing is, these guys may have been history-setting WWE Tag Team Champions, but they were the WWE Tag Team Champions. They are not due a rematch for the World Tag Team Championship. The championship they formerly held is on a different brand now. They need to earn a shot at Jericho, just like every other team. There is currently no team in contention for Jericho's World Tag Team Championships. Mysterio once again catching Edge off guard as he rolls him up. That's definitely an effective way to try and beat Edge. I've noticed that Edge has very much hogged this match since being tagged in. We haven't seen Christian in quite a while. There is definitely some issues brewing between these two, is what I'm saying. And I don't want to stir things up by any means, but yeah, something's not right here. Christian is in now. I stand corrected. Submission hold applied on Rey Mysterio right in front of Sin Cara, who quickly broke that up. And the fans are chanting 619, letting it be known exactly what they want. Sorry, I'm quickly downloading an ad block for Google Chrome if you hear my typing. I kind of hate that every time I open the wiki there's a lot of ads. Feel free to use ad block if you want. I do appreciate the views that you guys give help build revenue for me, but I would never tell anyone to use to not use ad block just to support me. If you want to support me, there is a join button on the channel. You don't really get anything out of it, I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be completely clear and honest, I don't have anything to offer, but I do appreciate anyone that does do it.
There's the tag. Back into the ring now. I'm having a We got a tag.
Well, this match has gone on for quite a while here as Sin Cara and Rey Mysterio catch Christian with his tag team move.
Good teamwork there. And he finally gets out of the ring. Each of these competitors is looking for the slightest hint of weakness in the other.
There actually isn't an ad block for Chrome. I'd have to use a different browser on my phone. Well, we'll sort that out later then. Cover attempt there by Mysterio, but Christian with a quick kick out. Back and forth between these two, strikes exchanging, no one maintaining control there.
These athletes seem to have tried everything in their playbook. Oh, there's more in their arsenal. I promise you that. I don't know what it is.
Mysterio making the tag out to Sin Cara. Sin Cara caught by Christian.
Battling for control.
Let's quickly try something here.
Did you hear how his leg connected? Look out.
Look out.
You can see the wear and tear that this fight has taken.
Sorry, didn't mean for the video to freeze there. I'm trying to find a way to like fix the lag that happens in these videos quite a bit.
Painful kick. And he reversed it. Good move there. Oh, man. And he collapses down to the canvas.
Ah,
I can't believe everything that's transpired thus far.
right.
It's been so physical. Oh, wait a minute. What's he doing here?
Alright, we'll try that for a bit. Sorry, I was just changing my settings real quick just to make sure that that doesn't happen too often, because I don't actually think that's the PlayStation. I think that's my recording program's settings, and the lag has been bugging me for a very long time. I'd rather it skip some frames, honestly, if I had to choose. Edge, what are you doing? I don't even think Edge knew what he was doing there. Sin Cara with a nice takedown. This is probably going to be one of the longest matches of the night. I find that the Universe episodes are a lot shorter since switching to this season, but I guess leaving the game to play a tag match would change that. Edge, what are you doing? Edge almost seems to be losing his patience here tonight. I really think that WrestleMania loss got to Edge and Christian quite a bit. Obviously, specifically Christian, I feel it's really been eating away at. The guy won in the main event of the first WrestleMania, the WWE Championship, and last year, you know, winning the WWE Tag Team Championships alongside Edge, and then this past, you know, WrestleMania 3, losing the WWE Tag Team Championships to 3MB, who take themselves very lightly. Christian, what are you doing? Christian, not even the legal man in the matchup right now, but I guess anything goes on the outside, and a kill switch through the sorry, unpretty. No, it is kill switch. That's right. I forgot that they changed it from unpretty to kill switch, not the other way around. Is Christian going to get Rey Mysterio count on? Okay, no, there he goes. Bringing him in the ring as Edge is challenging Rey to come back into the ring. There's a nice little feature there on Rey Mysterio. He's got Sin Cara's mask design on the back of his head. Seems to be all in on the idea of teaming with Sin Cara. Tag made to Christian. Turns Rey Mysterio over and an elbow to the knee. Sin Cara with a nice distraction there. Is this match going to be a time limit draw at this rate? I do wonder. Nice takedown there by Rey Mysterio. I think that was maybe intended for the ropes. He kind of overestimates how far he can send people flying sometimes. But he's going to give it another shot. And that's the corner, Rey. That doesn't work. Oh dear. Christian now looking for the tag out to Edge as this lengthy match continues. Yeah, it seems like I can trust the AI a lot more in this game, just not with tag matches. It doesn't know how to finish them. I mean, this hasn't been bad by any means. There's been a few bits where the AI has clearly just lost any idea of what to do. And it doesn't know how to do Mysterio's finisher at all. That has become abundantly clear. I need to get rid of that move. I hate that finisher so much. It's such a waste of a finisher. It's never going to win anything. Not even in this game where submissions are key. Oh, vicious elbow there by Edge as he goes to make the tag out to Christian. These two teams really wanting to make their mark. I gotta say, this is honestly one of the best performances I've seen from Sin Cara in a very long time. But it was SmackDown where that man is a former Cruiserweight champion. Perhaps this brand is just a little bit more sacred to Sin Cara. I don't know. Something about the blue brand and luchadors. I mean, Rey Mysterio has literally never left SmackDown. And now this year has passed. I mean, now this year's draft has passed. We know we've got him at least for another year. He made his debut on SmackDown in 2009. He's remained on SmackDown ever since. Oh my god, finally. Rey Mysterio now connecting with the 619. Sin Cara, you may want to watch Mysterio's back here as he gets the big splash there on Christian. Edge straight into the ring, of course, and Sin Cara very slow to come to the age of his partner, and Mysterio with another cover attempt. You can't blame him for trying that. Heel kick there by Christian. Dropped Mysterio with that kill switch through the table earlier on. What is Christian going to do? Oh, Christian coming in with that big kick to the face. Classic move by the former WWE champion. A heel kick by Rey Mysterio. And off the ropes drops down Christian. 14 minutes deep into this matchup and it is still going. I feel like this is longer than, well, this is longer than most WrestleMania matches. I think the longest match of WrestleMania, barring the 20-minute matches, was 11. It's fight night. As Rey Mysterio makes another tag. In comes Sin Cara. Edge just didn't seem to know what to do there. Edge going in for the cover. Has he put Sin Cara away? Nope. Mysterio with a headbutt. Blocked. Seems like the tag partners are a little bit more incompetent in this one than they were in 13. That's one thing I guess I'll give 13. That's a pretty nice move there. Moonsault onto the back of Edge. Yeah, so I'm kind of getting a feeling that I need to make sure I play tag matches in the future. That's not the worst thing. I could deal with that. And for the most part, I like to play the matches anyway. I just thought I'd give both teams a fair shot. I really feel like Sin Cara should have hooked the legs off of that move. Rey Mysterio running in, and he's walking away a little too early. And Sin Cara, what are you doing? You ran right into Christian. Sin Cara, oh, that was unfortunate. Cover attempt here by Edge off of Sin Cara's crash and burn. That'd be a tough way to lose, but it's okay because Rey Mysterio's headbutt broke up the pin again. And now Edge, uh-oh, Sin Cara, you don't want to turn around. Spear. Christian, what are you doing? You can get them disqualified. You can get yourself disqualified, I mean. Christian! Cover attempt here by Edge. And it's okay, Sin Cara kicked out of a spear by himself. We're getting a time limit draw, aren't we?
Each of these competitors is looking for the slightest hint of weakness in the other.
Cover attempt here. Rey Mysterio coming in. Sin Cara kicked out anyway. Wow. This is not great. It's weird, like, it kind of is, but there's so many times where I feel like it should have ended and then it didn't. The match itself is fine. It's just, it's like they've both teams have gone into business for themselves here. They keep pinning really close to the partners.
What a hellaciously physical match these gladiators have put each other through. The intensity in this has been incredible.
Christian coming in with a big superplex here. Is it over? Is this going to be it? Cover attempt here. Sin Cara already in. And of course he broke up the pin.
This has been a war.
Has it, Lawler? Ah, yeah, I saw it there. So the game freezes for a second, but that might actually mean that it doesn't lag anymore. It just freezes up for a moment. Well, here comes Eddie. Obviously got his issues with Rey Mysterio, who is welcoming this fight with Eddie Guerrero. 18 minutes deep into the match, it looks like Eddie is maybe sick of seeing this match play out. He's paying all kinds of distractions here, but it doesn't seem to be stopping Rey Mysterio in the slightest. We've got 1 minute 45 until this match ends in a time limit draw. And it feels like Eddie Guerrero was not a... Oh, Eddie, let's get in the ring! Eddie, what are you doing? You've been disconnected from the access point. That's it, I'm disconnecting you from the access point. You think about what you've done. 619 into the big splash there from Rey Mysterio. Eddie is in the ring. This match has really gotten into a mess now. Mysterio going for another cover attempt. 1 minute 5. Feels like Eddie Guerrero really wants to make sure Rey Mysterio doesn't come out the winner tonight. I don't think anyone is coming out the winner tonight. I am positive this one is going to a time limit draw at this point. We've got 50 seconds. Cover attempted by Christian. Wait, Eddie, wait. Eddie, what are you doing? Is Eddie just going into business for himself? Is he not here to... It doesn't seem like he wants Rey to win or lose. Snapmare takedown here by Rey Mysterio on Christian. This match just continues to go. 25 seconds. You may want to make a move and fast if you want to win this one still. There you go, that's a smart move there by Christian. Roll up attempt. Rey Mysterio able to quickly break up the ropes with the ropes though. Eddie Guerrero distracting the referee. Christian getting frustrated. He had the match won there in his mind. And here comes a kill switch on Rey Mysterio, but that's it. Time limit draw. Eddie Guerrero completely disrupting the end of this matchup. I don't know what business he has with Edge and Christian, but it seems like he's decided he has an issue with everyone in the ring tonight. Well, that's going to be it for this matchup. Unfortunately, not the way I would have liked to have seen this one end, but the way it did end as we move on to our next match. SmackDown welcomes back R-Truth as he gets set to face the Cruiserweight Champion, Syxx. Well, as it currently stands, R-Truth is nowhere near being able to get a rematch for the World Tag Team Championship. His partner, The Miz, now former partner, as he is over on over on Raw, whilst R-Truth remains here on SmackDown now. So that will be the end of Awesome Truth, but R-Truth setting his sights on a former glory, the Cruiserweight Championship, which he has held, I believe, more than once. Speaking of people who have held it more than once, here comes the rebranded Syxx.
Approaching the ring, accompanied by Curt, representing the New World Order from Minneapolis, Minnesota, weighing 200 pounds, the Cruiserweight Champion of the World, Syxx.
And well, we were told that Curt Hennig, I guess he must be the guy that was revealed as the other member of the NWO. I mentioned on Raw that we were told that the NWO was now a multi-brand group, no longer known as the Clique, and they will continue to spread and take over both Raw and SmackDown as far as they're concerned. And with that, I guess Curt Hennig is first man to join the NWO. The first man to join the NWO here on SmackDown. Oh, there you go. So Syxx Pac, the brand new Cruiserweight Champion, won the championship at WrestleMania. Very, Very impressive performance in that elimination 4-way matchup, eliminating every single participant in the match. A very well-deserved victory for Syxx. I like the thing he does with his arms when he comes out now. He's like a 6. The suplex cut. Oh, nice move there by R-Truth. Do wonder if we'll see Curt Hennig in action in the future. That is not the attires that they were set to, by the way. When I was setting this match up, it said green for both Hennig and Syxx, so I don't really know what went wrong there, but maybe they just decided they don't want to wear them. I just went with the defaults for some reason. Maybe pressing next match messes it up. I don't know. I might just go back to pressing exit instead of next match, just because then you get the time limit and like things don't mess up as much. Back and forth. I do wonder if Hennig will come into play at any point in this matchup. Don't really know anything about him. This is his first season, first time here in the WWE. Clearly a close friend of Pac as well as Michaels and Nash over on Raw. As I've been told, that, you know, as I mentioned before, I'll say it again. They're all a group still, apparently. They're just cross-branded now. He won't be seeing them team up anymore because they're on separate brands, and that's just not how we work here. But the allegiance is still there to one another. They're going to continue to spread the message of the NWO here on Friday nights. R-Truth has got a lot to prove out, and a lot to gain here tonight, and not a whole lot to lose after dropping the World Tag Team Championship at WrestleMania, knowing that there is not a rematch in sight for this guy right now. I feel like that's actually probably quite the motivator. Believe it or not, that really does leave like a blank slate for R-Truth to get started here on SmackDown with. His first championship ever in the WWE, as a matter of fact, was the Cruiserweight Championship. He won it from Justin Gabriel, Hell in a Cell 2010, I believe. I want to say R-Truth was the man that actually shifted it to the Light Heavyweight Championship originally, on that championship victory. Cover attempt here, and Hennig getting a little involved. I guess he didn't like the way things were going for Syxx in the ring. Truth with a little jimmy. And the referee continuing to argue with Hennig on the outside. Hennig with a clear smirk on his face. I think he knows exactly what he's doing. Syxx with a DDT onto the apron. I just said that.
The tension, the drama. This is electric.
Following this matchup, we have got the brand new World Tag Team Champion Chris Jericho in action. As we saw on the road to WrestleMania, one Robert Scorpio was very fixated on the idea of becoming a tag team champion. He felt he was definitely close to becoming a tag team champion on the road to WrestleMania, when Ryback seems to have shown that he wasn't really interested in being a friend of Scorpio. He just accepted a match because he accepts matches. Scorpio now looks to try and impress tonight, as up next he goes one-on-one with Chris Jericho, one half the World Tag Team Champions. You best believe Big Show will be in attendance for that one. We get to unveil the brand new World Tag Team Championship design. That came out really weird. I didn't mean for that to come out so strange. I think I meant to say Welterweight Championship Tag Team Championship title. Roll-up attempt here by R-Truth on Syxx. Once again, Hennig. That would have been 3. For sure, that would have been 3. I think R-Truth has really proved himself in this match enough. Referee, all he's got to do is get back there and count that 3 count. Truth has still got Syxx's shoulders on the mat. He's going to start the count again. And it's still over. Okay. Well, I guess tonight was just not Syxx Park's night. That does come as a surprise, I must admit. I gotta believe that puts R-Truth in contention for the Cruiserweight Championship. Interesting little situation we had there. Seems like no matter what Curt Hennig tried to do, R-Truth just kept getting the best of Syxx. This was a very impressive performance from this man. Maybe even Miz was holding Truth back. Maybe. Oh. Anyway, up next we'll see if Scorpio can turn his luck around as he gets ready to face off against one half the World Tag Team Champions, Chris Jericho.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring.
That was a bit more extra than I thought it was. Whoops.
Scorpio.
Sorry, I really wanted him to have like a more dialed back bit of pyro. That was actually a bit more than I was expecting. Sorry. I'm not trying to overhype him, I swear. If anything, I've actually really broken him down lately. Well, Scorpio set for singles competition against one half of the World Tag Team Champions. We'll see if he can beat Chris Jericho tonight. That doesn't even sound easier said than done. That just sounds like a tough task all around, but Scorpio is up for it. I mean, I guess in his situation, he's got, it's much like our Truth match just a moment ago. He's got everything to gain and not exactly much to lose. We gotta wait a minute, guys. Go quickly let the people in the back know they need to turn the lights off before Jericho will come out. There you go. Right, that's step 1. Now he's got to put his jacket on real quick. Great camera. And there it is, the new championship. Really got that SmackDown feel to it. I would actually go as far as to say that looks just like the old WWE Tag Team Championship of SmackDown, as a matter of fact. But Chris Jericho, his second ever Tag Team Championship reign. Big Show, by the way, in his 4th Tag Team Championship reign, I believe. No? That might be his 5th. He's a former WWE Tag Team Champion, a former ECW Tag Team Champion, and a 2-time World Tag Team Champion. Yes, that's his 4th Tag Team title reign. And Big Show is on to his 3rd partner overall. Former WWE Tag Team Champion with The Miz, ECW World Tag Team Champion with Ken Shamrock, World Tag Team Champion Shamrock, and now Jericho. I can't just sit by and let it play anymore. It does a really bad job of it. Also, yeah, for sure the next match thing is not using ultimate task. I don't know why, because I'm sure it was before, but now it's not, so. Jericho taking very quick control of Scorpio. I'm going to have to redo that attire. I'm looking at that like, that is ass. That is a very bad attire.
Jericho may be extremely vain, but there's no denying his intelligence. Absolutely. Chris scouts his opponent. He does his homework before
Jericho really laying into Scorpio here tonight, and I do wonder if we'll perhaps see R-Truth maybe even try to find another partner so that he can go back for his former World Tag Team Championship. I do wonder if a rematch is entitled to Truth if he can find a different partner. I mean, technically speaking, him and Miz is Awesome Truth. They were champions for a long time. They should be due a rematch. Also, it looks like it didn't fix the lag problem. It's a shame. Breaker there by Chris Jericho. He takes real pride in that one for a second before covering Scorpio. Scorpio, no stranger to these two former Raw superstars, much like himself. He was actually brought over prior to the draft. Scorpio was part of the rebalancing of brands following the oh my god, what am I trying to say here? Following the departure of so many as part of the roster cuts last year. Since then, I feel like he's really been trying to find his footing. We've mostly seen Scorpio on Superstars, but here tonight he's been given a little bit of an opportunity to step up. Is this ever going to stop lagging like this? Let's see if changing that setting gets rid of the lag. Because I'm pretty sure that's capture card related. It's still lagging. Right now. I don't think that's the game. It didn't lag before. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I'll have to try and change what I used to record with again. It's clearly not working. Jericho with a nice drop kick to the outside. And a cross body that Scorpio was able to roll out of the way. Now Jericho dropping down Scorpio. I mean, he can't win the match out here, but he can certainly hurt Scorpio. Pressing his chest into the concrete. Fans chanting Scorpio. You don't hear that one too often, that's for damn sure. Nice kick there by Chris Jericho. Goes for the cover. Is he going to be able to get the job done? No, not quite. And Scorpio walks straight into a code breaker from one half of the World Tag Team Champions. I gotta think that's it. Yes, it is. Another tough break for Robert Scorpio. But hey, sometimes that's just the way it goes.
Here is your winner, Chris Jericho.
He gets a big victory here tonight. Love him or hate him, that was an incredible match. What a night for SmackDown. This will send shockwaves through all the WWE.
Well, we still have one more match to go here tonight on SmackDown, and it is a huge one, a WrestleMania rematch. There is a lot of talk about who will be first in line for Triple H's World Heavyweight Championship with the new roster assembled here on SmackDown. Two top names considered for that are John Cena and The Undertaker. Well, they may just be able to make a claim as to who will be next in line when they go one-on-one with each other in our main event next. Well, this is a big SmackDown homecoming right here. John Cena coming back to where it all started for him.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from West Newbury, Massachusetts, weighing 240 pounds, John Cena.
I was about to be like, wait, they don't have a special nameplate for John Cena? And I thought about it, I was like, he never spent any time on SmackDown in this time period, like ever. Maybe like once or twice. He might have won in like 15, but SmackDown was like the B show at this point. I mean, obviously it's always kind of, I don't know, nowadays it feels more like the A show, but you know what I mean, like it was always kind of viewed as like the second show. But like especially during this time, it was almost like a C show during like the period this is based on, because they got rid of the brand split. This is a big matchup to close out this week's SmackDown.
Approaching the ring from Death Valley, weighing 299 pounds, The
It's kind of a shame you have to use the current day one to get the actual, like, different nameplate, but I'm fine with that. that one works just fine. The Undertaker. This man, a former 3-time World Heavyweight Champion, I believe. John Cena, no stranger to that. I believe Undertaker and John Cena may be two of the most decorated superstars ever in this series, as a matter of fact. When it comes to World Championships exclusively, of course, if we're talking about, you know, multiple championship wins, and I think no one tops The Miz. But John Cena is a former Intercontinental Champion, a 3-time WWE Champion, and the final ECW Television Champion, whilst The Undertaker is a record 3-time World Heavyweight Champion and a former WWE Champion. Undertaker was the first man to have ever held both the WWE and World Heavyweight Championships. Notably holding them at the same time for a very short period of time. Here we go, Undertaker and John Cena one-on-one in the main event of SmackDown here tonight. And I know one thing that must be looming in the head of John Cena, whether he's willing to admit it or not, is the fact that Mark Henry was also drafted here to SmackDown. And I feel like there is unfinished business between those two. I am sure Mark Henry is watching this match very carefully. Now, this is not a #1 contenders match, for the records. As it currently stands, we don't have a distinct enough kind of group of superstars to put in a #1 contenders match for the World Heavyweight Championship. That is to be decided as time goes on following the draft, but you got to think with superstars like Randy Orton, JBL, The Undertaker, John Cena, Mark Henry, you know, I'm sure there's plenty of names I'm missing in here too. You know, Sheamus, for example. You could easily say Edge and Christian, easily eligible for the World Heavyweight Championship. There's plenty of people that could go for Triple H right now, and it would not come as any bit of a surprise. But it is these two right now that are at the front peak of interest for a potential World Heavyweight Championship shot, and this match here tonight may very well move one of these two up in that world.
He's really going for it now. This is it. This is John Cena's moment. John Cena's taking this match.
Cena really going at it with The Undertaker right now, and it doesn't really come as too big of a surprise. This is going to be, I think, a highly competitive main event matchup.
Back into the ring now.
And after what we saw go down between John Cena and Mark Henry at WrestleMania, as I said before, I don't feel like things are finished between those two, not by a long shot. We still don't know, we still don't know who the bigger or better man is. There hasn't been a decisive, clear-cut winner.
And again, another possible momentum shift in this matchup.
Undertaker lifting Cena up by the throat and once again grabbing him by the throat for that big choke slam.
Crashing to the floor. What a display of power.
Is he going to be able to get the victory off of that one? No.
Continues to fight. Oh, that was so close. Cena has got to get
I do wonder what kind of a condition Cena is in here tonight. You know, you talk about the match at WrestleMania. We're only talking, what, just under 2 weeks ago. He's been kind of relieved of competition since then. This is his first match this season. But, at what cost, you know what I mean?
Now his leg connected. There's another great kick. You are watching Friday Night SmackDown, WWE's network television staple.
Cena will strike the back of Undertaker. And an elbow drop connecting. John Cena now trying to find his way back into this matchup, but it seems like everything he does, you watch the Undertaker slowly come back from. Just absorbing hit after hit as he slowly builds himself back up. It's not surprising that there is a never say die attitude from the dead man.
What a fierce kick.
And here comes Mark Henry. We knew this was going to happen. John Cena leg sweep there to the Undertaker. And he is trying to pay no mind to Mark Henry.
Over the last 10 years, SmackDown has excited the WWE Universe with some of the most memorable moments in television history.
Undertaker now sending John Cena into the ropes.
And down he goes.
And it looks like Undertaker has taken notice of Cena's guest here as well. Cena now catching Undertaker for one of these devastating DDTs on the apron. And this gives John Cena an opportunity perhaps to deal with Mark Henry. He seems to be keeping his distance from John Cena. The moment Cena came outside the ring, I noticed Henry kind of backed up there.
Back into the ring now. Going back between the ropes.
Almost reluctant to get involved in the situation was Mark Henry. Cena now shooting up to his feet. John Cena coming in hot here. A lot of momentum. It seems like he feels like he's got something to prove with Mark Henry at ringside. Cover attempt here on the Undertaker. And Undertaker able to kick out there as Mark Henry is in the ring right now.
This is electric.
Referee may need to try and get that man under control. It was SmackDown where Mark Henry's rise to success really begun,
They're giving it absolutely everything they got.
which Cena quickly tried to take away from, and now Cena looks like he's finally decided to pay some attention to the man in the ring with him. But the Undertaker is, of course, sorry, the man at ringside. The man in the ring with him is what I was going to say afterwards. And he catches Cena with a surprise tombstone piledriver. I think Cena's foot may be in the ropes there, yep. And that may have been the only reason that Cena is now still in this matchup. Mark Henry providing a severely ill-timed distraction at the expense of John Cena. Cena scooping up Undertaker onto his shoulders as Henry gets up onto the apron here. And off that attitude adjustment, John Cena knocking Mark Henry off the ropes. Undertaker is laid out. Cena doesn't seem to be... What are you doing, Cena? Cena can't believe what he just saw as Undertaker got up to his feet. Of course he did, Cena. You hit an attitude adjustment and did nothing. Into the corner, and Henry seems to have said that his job here is done as he's now walking away. I feel like Henry came out here to kind of see if he was in Cena's head as much as he felt he was. And it looks to me like he got all the confirmation that he needed. John Cena. Oh, caught on the throat here. And there's a choke slam by the Undertaker. As if that wasn't enough. The Undertaker going in for the kill one more time. Tombstone piledriver, center of the ring. Mark Henry really got in the head of John Cena here, and he just cost him big. The Undertaker is victorious in our main event here tonight on SmackDown, but I can't help but say there was a little bit of something from Mark Henry, and Undertaker showing respect to John Cena. You will not see this from The Undertaker too often, but there is a storied history between those two that was acknowledged right there and then. Undertaker is victorious. So thank you all for watching this week's episode of SmackDown. I'll see you tomorrow night on Superstars.